Many of you would know the pain of preparing a document in one tool, then compressing it using another tool, and then having to do digital signature using yet another tool. Well, no more. You do not have to use a wide range of tools to get one document in a most refined form. I have found a product that is an all-in-one PDF tool. It is called UPDF. This tool is an AI-powered tool that has not only the basic PDF editing features, but also a lot of new creative ones. There are quick edits, instant page arrangements, merging, signing, annotating, batching, and whatnot. Some of the strong suits of this product include the annotation tools, AI summarizer, and my personal favorite is mind maps. And not to forget, this one is 1/4 of the price of Adobe PDF. So you're not only saving time, you're also saving some money. All right, let me show you hands-on as many features as I can in this one video and how to actually get started with UPDF. You will go to updf.com and you will land on this website. Then here's the fun part, the PDF tools: read, annotate, edit, convert, create, and so many more. Then you have the AI option here, which includes summarizing, translating, translating into other languages. And then we have resources where you can find a lot of other information and user guide. And then this particular part, why choose UPDF, is pretty interesting because here you can actually do a very good comparison between the other tool and UPDF. Let me quickly show you between Adobe and UPDF. So let's go down to the comparison table, and here you can see about the pricing and details about the features and how they're doing it. Now let's go back to the main page. The first thing you have to do is log in. So you have to create your account. And once you have downloaded the tool, this is how it will look like. You can see all the recent documents here. I have one document only. And then you can have a look at the PDF tools here. These are the documents or the files that you've stored. Then comes the PDF cloud if you have shared a folder to the cloud. Then here is the batch process where you can convert and export the files. You can do numbering to the files and so on. Let's start with the very first step, which is to open a file or do the drag and drop. I'm using this research paper as an example. Once you've added the PDF, here you see on the left side there is a bar, and this bar has features which will be included in the editing version or in the process of editing of this particular document. It includes the edit PDF, preparing a form, redact, organizing the pages, cropping the pages, page tools, and so on. On the right side, there's another bar, which is mostly consisting of features that will be post-editing of the document. So for example, you have here exporting PDF, you have an option of protecting the document using password and then sharing it with others, and so on. And on the very bottom, you have UPDF AI, and which I'm going to show you in a while. Next thing I want to show you is the top bar, which changes based on what you have selected as the editing process. For example, right now I have the comment feature selected, and therefore all the features that will include under the theme of comment are shown here. If I change it to edit PDF, my top bar changes. So let's start editing. So let's go ahead and highlight, and we can select which color we want to choose. We can have different colors for different highlights. For example, one color is for one particular theme and the other is for another topic, so you can choose accordingly. Let's go ahead with the yellow basic, and I'm going to highlight the results, and then I'm going to highlight the whole part. Highlight, and once you have highlighted, you can either add a comment or a note here. Just an example. I can do a sticky note, and let's say I wanted to blue colored sticky notes, and we go down here, purpose of the study. Okay, we put it, read it thoroughly. All right, I can change the position of the sticky note. Let's say the left side is pretty empty, so I can use it here. I can highlight, I can strike through. Let's say this is not important, and then I can write a note. This paper is not important. Then I can also do squiggly, and usually squiggly is more like customizing your PDF. So I can say that I'm using highlights for those that are very important parts, and I can use squiggly for the sections that I do not understand or that I would like to have a conversation with my colleague or my professor. Next comes a comment. So you can have a comment section. You can select the colors, the sizes of it. And here you will see a capital T once you have selected comment section. And if you click anywhere on the PDF file, you can just start writing the comment. And later on, you can shift, you can rewrite the comment. Next, you have an option of a text box. All right, let's see what's next. We have text callout. This particular feature I like to use when I have to further discuss on that. Of course, you can always move it here and there to fit your editing even further. Then comes some shapes. So you have rectangles, circles, triangle, arrows. Let's say if I want to put an arrow here, I can use one feature with the other and so on. So for example, with this arrow, I'm going to add a comment here. Now the next feature is attach file. I click wherever I want the link of that file, and then it will take me to my documents, and that's it. You have an attached file here. And once you go back and you click on this paperclip, you can see open attachment, you can see here save attachment, and so on. Coming to the next part of the section, we have cute little stickers. And you can resize it the way you want, and the sticker is there. This would be a very fun way of editing if, for example, you are a reviewer of a particular file or you're a professor. Similar to the stickers, we have stamps, and we can also customize those stamps. I found these additions in UPDF really cool and fun to play with. So the last part here is where you can create your own signature. So you choose a file. Now I have done a very dummy example for you. What you have to do is choose any file which has white background and then any sort of handwritten or a signature on it. Moving on to edit PDF, the second option that's on the left bar. In edit PDF, you would get options to edit a text, to edit image, and to add a link. So you see how the text portion is getting highlighted as I hover over these options and these texts and images. This is because you can choose which part of the PDF document you want to edit. So I'm going to click here. We will erase Europe and write America. And moving on, let's show you another example. This is so tricky and interesting. Now you do not have to do it with the papers that are published, but this is an example. You do it with the document that you're working on, that you want to improve. All right, next is editing an image. So I select an image, and if I want to replace an image, I can use any other file to replace it. Let's rotate it clockwise. There we go. You can extract image, so you can download it. Then comes the link. So let's say I would like to add a link for this image. I can click here. Now I have two options. I can link to a web page, any website, or I can link to a page within this PDF. So with a website, if you click here, you can just copy paste any of the URL and then click apply. Or if you want to link a page, we can click on any of the pages. So I'm just going to randomly select one of these pages, and then you see it's saying that there is page 14. Then you can have a look. To prepare a form. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail here because preparing a form is like you can have the whole page and you can add a lot in one form, but we'll quickly go through the Organize pages is one of the cool features here. That means I can just organize these pages however I want. I can have multiple PDFs or multiple documents with me, and I can then organize it the way I like to. Or even if I have one single PDF, which is this particular research paper, I can still rearrange the pages the way I want for my own understanding. For example, I want to have all the pages with the images together. There we go, crop pages. Now, if I want to not have a particular information, I can just crop that part. So as an example, I am cropping this page and getting table 2 out of it, and it's gone. Then I can go back to organized pages, and I can see that page 7 is actually smaller than the others. So when I go back to the page, I can click here, undo, and then my table is back. All right, moving on to the next part, which is page tools. We all know that there are a lot of drafts. For example, if you're writing a grant proposal or a project studies, which is not yet finalized, but you have to spread it out and show it to other people and then get reviews and so on, you can put a watermark. You click here on watermark, and on the bottom right side, there is an option to add. The first option is how do you want the watermark to be? Usually it's always a diagonal because I think it covers most of the page. And then you can put the content here. And then save. And then you see on every single page, we have this watermark. Then comes background. So this is where you can add backgrounds, and you can add a color, you can add any image, or you can add anything from the file. So let's go ahead and click color. The whole document has now the colored background that I selected. Now comes the best part, which is the AI of this tool. This is the part where you can chat with AI. You can have AI summarizer. You can have a mind map. Let's go ahead and get started. The summary of the whole research paper, that was 24 pages into just 4 points. Brilliant. Now, you see this option of additional questions. These example questions will help you to think about what more possible questions can you ask using UPDF AI, and then understand this paper more and more, and then find some gaps that you see in this research. Or if you're working on any other grant proposal, then there is an option to translate. Now you can translate this particular document into any other language. Here you can see French, German, Chinese, and so on. Just for the sake of it, I'm going to go for German from page 1 to page 3. Go. And your paper is getting translated into another language right there. All right, let's move on to the third option, which is mind map. That will help you understand the idea and the concept and the links and whatever is happening within that research. The good part is, let's say I just want to read about the applications of AI in agriculture. I can just click here on this circle and switch this one off and just focus on the main one. Once you have gone through the mind map, you can download it as an image or as a separate PDF file. Then you can insert it in that main PDF file. I'm going to click that and show you as an example. There you go. This one is right here. And if you do not want it as your first page, you'll just go to organize pages and then rearrange it wherever you would like this mind map to be. Let's say I have finished working on my document. I can export the PDF. So we'll click here, and there are these options where I can export it in any format that I would like. I also have a password for my document. I can share the file with others. So create a link. And when you click the save button, you can see that you can save this to UPDF Cloud. You can save as, and then you will get an option of however you would like to save the file. Here, you can also reduce the file size. I have 4 different options of how much I want the reduction in the file. So this was as much information as I can give you in one video about this awesome tool. Do give it a try and let me know if this is helpful for you, whether you're a student, you're a young professional, you're working in corporate world, or just in a university. I think it's helpful to anyone who is writing, working on writing, reviewing, editing, and just on their laptops throughout the day. I've shared the link of this product in the description below, and until my next video, bye-bye.